opening game of the following campaign since 1994 was the defeat inflicted in Naples. Yet another night of champions. This time Group A opens. It's a heavyweight contest going down at the Parc des Princes. Paris Saint-Germain welcome Real Madrid. Both sides each suffered last 16 disappointment last campaign, bowing out unexpectedly on home soil after an away first leg win. Quite ironic, you'd say. Les Parisiens, they've got to try as much as they can to navigate murky waters without their entire first choice strike force of Neymar, Edison Cavani and Kylian Mbappe. The Trinity produced 85 goals in all competitions for Paris Saint-Germain last season. There will also be notable fixtures across board. Atletico Madrid take on Juventus. That will go down at the Metropolitano. Manchester City, with just one centre-back available, open their Group C campaign in Ukraine. They're up against Shakhtar Donetsk. And kick-off almost upon us. I'm Emmanuel Atimio, commentator for this Wednesday epic broadcast, joined by able co-commentators, brilliant analysts in their stride. Starting off with the lady first, Serafina Napoleon. Welcome to yet another Champions League night, Sarah.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. You just had to rub that in.
Serafina,
well done.
it just came out. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm looking forward to a very, very exciting game tonight because for the very first time since 2015, Real Madrid will have to start a Champions League no longer as the defending champion, but as a contender. So you would understand this really means a lot to them. So you made mention of the fact that they will be both sides were missing some key players, talking about the PSG side. But even with the key players out, I expect to see a very, very exciting game.
See you to the PSY. Tipsy Co joins in. Tipsy, fine evening to you.
A very good evening to you. The pleasure is mine doing this broadcast. And this is the 10th meeting between these two sides, Real Madrid and PSG in Europe. Can't wait for it's actually kicked off already. 45 seconds into the game, and it's going to be a great one, trust me.
It should be quite exciting. Let's say hello to Foscolo Colette. How you doing? Good evening. I just couldn't help myself. Welcome to the broadcast performer, Egbamino.
That was so spot on, man. A very good evening to you.
That's a very unique name, so I'll keep throwing it in every second. But welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you very much. And by the way, that's actually my beautiful daughter's name. A very good evening to that one person who's tuned into the broadcast. Good evening to you if you're in traffic. Not to worry, we'll keep you informed and give you all the nitty-gritty, the details that you need to know about all the big games. Concentration for me this evening will be for the Premier League champions who are up against a team that feels like I don't know, they should just get a room together and they've been playing each other for God knows how long in the group stages of the UEFA Champions League. Talking about Shakhtar Donetsk and Manchester City.
So indeed, as Tipsy mentioned, it's kicked off. The PSG lineup is as expected. Thomas Tuchel, the Paris Saint-Germain manager, gives Mauro Icardi the nod to start up front ahead of Maxime Choupo-Moting. It's the Argentine fit enough to just withstand the rigors of a Champions League night. Big question. Time certainly will tell. For Real Madrid, the coach Zinedine Zidane, and it's good to see him back in the Champions League. He's a man who's missing a host of talents through injuries and suspension. In fairness, he's taken predictable reminder. Gareth Bale, Karim Benzema and the Belgian Eden Hazard, voted as the best player in the UEFA Europa League, and a man who only played just the final fixture. That final fixture came courtesy of his performance ensuring Chelsea won the UEFA Europa League. There's a question mark on his fitness, so even as we confirm 3 minutes out there, the Parc des Princes, we could run through the lineup. Thibaut Courtois starting off with the visiting side. Here's in goal, Eja, Militao, Varane, Carvajal, Mendy. That's the back four. The three-man midfield comprises Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Rodriguez, and up front it's very solid. Eden Hazard, Karim Benzema and Gareth Bale. Flip the coin, touching on the home side, Paris Saint-Germain, who are playing from left to right of a monitoring device, and Madrid attacking from right to left. It's, well, fantastically to mention Keylor Navas, how the tide switches. He's the goalkeeper for PSG, and you know his record with Real Madrid. Kimpembe and Silva partnering in heart of defence. Juan Bernat Meunier flanking from left and right. Verratti, Marquinhos and Sarafina will remember this name I'm about to mention. Gueye, the PSG number 27 player, joined from Everton. Di Maria, Mauro Icardi and Sarabia. Tipsy, it's a very exciting lineup. Injuries, yes. I mean, imagine this PSG team without the three men I mentioned, and still they've got Di Maria, Icardi and Sarabia.
Yeah, and great one that he actually did over the summer, holding on to Neymar. Too bad he can't feature in this game because he just came back in their last match. His suspension has actually been reduced from 3 games to 2 games, but at least he's going to be missing for 2 games.
True.
But it's still going to be a very exciting game. PSG will be hoping to equal the record against Real Madrid because it's 4-3. Real Madrid have 4 wins, PSG have 3 wins, and the remaining have been draws out of the 10 fixtures that they've met each other. But still going to be a great game. I particularly cannot wait to see how Mario Icardi will gel with his PSG teammates.
And for you, Sarafina, expectations?
Tonight, I expect Real Madrid to win. Simply because
that's a prediction.
Yeah, that's my prediction actually, because that's what I just want to see happen tonight. Yes.
3-1 or 2-1.
Also, what is wrong with
the top way pay me pass.
Okay, and also Tipsy talked about the players and the rest of it, but for me, even with the players, if they still have their complete starting 11, I still expect Real Madrid to pose a big threat to this PSG side, because we've seen PSG what they can always what they've been doing for the past season when they play against Real Madrid. Although it might not be easy for Real Madrid, but Real Madrid just have that touching edge. You might want to argue because of the Ronaldo factor. Ronaldo is no longer there, so I expect to see a very, very competitive game tonight.
Well, Ronaldo is somewhere. The Wanda Metropolitano, it's still goalless in that fixture to confirm. And early on, Tottenham Hotspur somehow just couldn't achieve success against Olympiacos. Madrid are playing from right to left in their home attire, even if it's an away fixture. They've been known to throw on the all-white home kit since inception, 1902, when they were formed. And the Parisian side, founded in 1970, pretty much have their home outfit, the dominant colour blue. That's not it. Certainly, just to give you as things pan out, we await our very first goal for the night. PSG 0, Real Madrid 0, the commentary fixture. But they've got an opportunity on the far left-hand side. It's caught in play by Casemiro, rolls it infield. Somehow just too heavy. Couldn't keep it in play. Toni Kroos in that instance sent out, hoping to get the ball into enemy territory. It's going to be pretty much comfortable defending for the certainly, I beg your pardon, it's Paris Saint-Germain, somehow lost in colours, who are in the all-white outfits. And Real Madrid have got the dark blue. That's how to put it. And it's PSG playing from right to left and Madrid from left to right. Just to mention, the moment I saw the PSG captain, whom you cannot miss, over someone Victor Osimhen will be up against sometime in October when the Super Eagles of Nigeria take on the Brazilians in Singapore. That's a healthy grade A fixture. Ufuma and his team spoke about that on Wednesday night, Tuesday night rather, before the coverage began. So it's PSG playing from right to left and Madrid from left to right. Goalless in all the fixtures. We confirm. Bayern 0, Krevner 0, Shakhtar 0, City 0, Bayern 0, Lokomotiv 0. And almost an attempt from Gareth Bale there, but comfortable catch for the goalkeeper, Keylor Navas.
And Navas should know this team in and out. He knows the kind of shots that they're going to take against him because he's been with them for years. He's won so many titles for Zidane's side for years. And if there's any goalkeeper that can at least curb Real Madrid, it has to be Keylor Navas, their former player.
And indeed, he's quite familiar with the team. He was in goal for Real Madrid's 3 successive UEFA Champions League victories between 2016 and 2018. I'm not sure he was one of the fans' favourites. Seemed to be a case for concern for the Paris Saint-Germain player, Marco Verratti. Just very harsh one from the returnee of the Bayern player, James Rodriguez.
Interestingly, Verratti got a red card the last time these two teams played in 2018. That was last year. Madrid won that game 2-1. Cristiano Ronaldo actually scored in that one.
It's difficult not to see.
Expect them to win again tonight also.
I think that's the only thing she came into the studio with.
The interesting thing is, the last time they played in the group stage, it ended goalless in Paris. That was 2015 when Real Madrid was still popping, you know.
But you know, if you want to go by the start of Real Madrid so far into the season, you would know that this is not Real Madrid. Because on a very good day, they've not started the season well, so well for me. But they are coming away to PSG.
They've not lost. Have they lost? They've not lost.
They've dropped points.
They've dropped points.
Yeah, they've dropped points. So you understand something. So PSG might just want to do this one simply because they are playing at home. And you know, when you play at home, you have this extra motivation, the fans and everything. So it might not be just easy for Real Madrid, but I just expect them to just do something and just get off 3 points.
Certainly for the neutrals, we'll be quite optimistic. Heavy launch there. Sometimes the colouring is going to get to me, that I can tell. Used to Madrid playing in their all white and PSG all blue. But it's flicked. Commentator's nightmare of familiarities. 10 minutes played, still goalless. It's looking like Tuesday.
Yeah, no corner kick so far. Yeah. I think I know where it's coming from.
Can anybody be counting corner kicks at 9 minutes? Are you serious?
You know nothing, Tipsy. That's right.
You know nothing.
He told Sarafina that the PSG game, and somehow no corners yet in this fixture. Ufoma is giving time to the Manchester City game. No corners too.
And somebody is hoping for over 10 corners.
But it's 10 minutes of action played. Here they come. Madrid on the far right inside. Gareth Bale. His goal support infield. James Rodriguez. Floated to the far left inside. Should be comfortable. But the control is heavy. Karim Benzema chases down. Kept in play by Silva. And eventually the clearance comes. Kotsi Muner intercepted by Madrid player on the far left inside. Fancy. Oh, it's gone to Casemiro. Here's Toni Kroos. Comfortable on the ball. Back to Casemiro. Great play from Madrid. Casemiro has it. Straight to brilliant on done. Eden Hazard, such a special player. Tripped free kick Madrid. It's difficult not to just tell that the PSG backline will be in. What they miss in Kylian Mbappe, Madrid have in Eden Hazard.
And this is his first game starting. He's not started any game in La Liga.
Came off the bench in about 60 minutes last time up, just to warm up a bit. And speaking of the devil, Kylian. Oh, not literally a devil, doesn't look like one. It's just gazing upon the beautiful roof out there at the park, the Prince. It's James Rodriguez. Won the pretty much goal of the tournament in one of the FIFA World Cups.
Yeah.
2014?
It was. It was something special. Flex it into the box. The header will come, but off a PSG player. But Karim Benzema with heavy control.
As usual.
I think for the Madrid fans, they are a bit easy on his performance now. Karim Benzema. Indeed, he is actually. Oh, he's been able to score 60 UEFA Champions League goals. Not mean fit.
Even last season, he was their best player.
I might just some quick updates
Please
from. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with my voice.
You kissed Sarah
Once again,
Jagovod or something like that.
it's been there like since yesterday. But João Felix almost gave Atletico Madrid the lead in their game at the Wanda Metropolitana. Brilliant run from him. But of course, toe poked that one, but a good save from the Juventus goalkeeper. At the end of the day, it's actually been Juve with the better of the play today. But somehow, Atletico got that chance. João Felix with that one. Many have termed this battle a battle between João Felix and Cristiano Ronaldo, two Portuguese. One later stages of his career, the other just starting. Wait to see how that one will definitely pan out. But back to the fixture that I'm actually
the City game.
Focusing on the City game. Well, of course, it's really been cagey. Not too many clear-cut opportunities created in that one, even as Pep Guardiola passes on some instructions to Kevin De Bruyne. We hope that translates into goals.
How's Fernandinho doing though? This is his first game debut season. Centre back.
He's played centre back for
He's
City.
played there before. This is the first game this season that he's playing.
Well,
officially.
Hasn't been tested, to be honest.
Speaking of tested, I was going to mention the first goal on the night, and it's the Parisian side who gets the campaign pretty much on the road. It wasn't the first goal on the night. That credit goes to Dynamo Zagreb, who have scored 1-0 against Atalanta. But certainly the commentary fixture has the home side pretty much delighted. Juan Bernat putting PSG ahead after 14 minutes. You didn't see that coming, did you?
Absolutely not.
Well, started from the far left hand side. Angel Di Maria just toe poking it. It was a Di Maria goal, but beautifully done by Juan Bernat. was easy for the goalkeeper to save than to concede.
It looks like a ricochet, because if it's not a ricochet, I wonder why it would
There's
be
Angel Di Maria with the goal.
Courtois in the near side. I mean,
That's the reason
that's
why.
poor goalkeeping.
Indeed, poor goalkeeping, but taking your chances. One shot on target, one goal. It's the former Manchester United man, Angel Di Maria, who scores his 19th UEFA Champions League goals. And he's making his 76th UEFA Champions League appearance. PSG 1, Real Madrid 0 is expected. This was supposed to be a game filled with goals. Quarter of an hour, and it's 1-0 to the home side.
Absolutely, and I expect the away side to actually react. I think it's 1 goal for one Argentine, and I believe another Argentine is also going to register a goal in this match.
You want to mention who that is? Maybe Moro?
Icardi?
Yes, certainly. It's going to be a free kick against Bernat. Just going real hard, pulling down Carvajal. That's a brilliant run from Juan Bernat. The far left hand side to just square the ball through into the penalty area, and Angel Di Maria just finding space to put one behind Thibaut Courtois.
I feel like Gareth Bale is going to be very, very instrumental for Madrid in this game. First of all, he's suspended for 2 games in La Liga due to a red that he got in the last match. So they would definitely want to use the last ounce of blood from him in this particular fixture. And he's been in great form. Yes, we know that he wanted to force a move out of Real Madrid, just the way Neymar wanted to force a move out of PSG. But they managed to keep him, and the likes of James Rodriguez, who also wanted to move, they are now becoming the cornerstone of Real Madrid all of a sudden. So they definitely will rely on them.
Well, I think we need to give this PSG side kudos, because when you look at the game, 15 minutes into the game, it's been all PSG. Yes, we are yet to see clear-cut chances created, but the first real chance we saw, they had to score from that opportunity. So yes, they are playing at home, and they are not just playing like a team that is playing; they are playing like a team playing at home. So they're trying to do everything. We are yet to see that touch from Eden Hazard. Yes, I don't blame him much. He's just coming back from injury. The last game he played, I think 60 minutes or so.
He did.
So it's a gradual process for Eden Hazard.
Coming off a thigh injury, it's quite a problem for many, some will say. But Eden Hazard, he's a special player. And the Parc des Princes, he's a special arena. The home side lead 1-0. A goal, courtesy Angel Di Maria. Here's Madrid hoping to initiate some form of attacking. They have Toni Kroos has it. Casemiro all the way back to find Mendy. On the far left hand side now to the man I mentioned. It's infield to Toni Kroos. He's got supporting Casemiro. All the way back to Eder Militao. This time he would give it across to a man who's familiar with this surface. Raphael Varane. A French defender, part of the success story in 2018. Almost a successful flick, intercepted. And they were trying to break free on the far right hand side. Oh, what a control from Di Maria. He's got past 2 players. Something special from the Argentine. Rolls it infield to find Mauro. Sends it back to the far right hand side. They returned the favour just too heavy. Timely interception from the Madrid player. And that was something good from Angel Di Maria. Going past 2 players in less than 60 seconds.
If only they could get their passes right, that would have been on goal for them.
Sarabia, it was actually. And I begin to wonder exactly how the back line will deal with this. They are without Sergio Ramos, Tipsy. It's a big deal for them.
Absolutely. I wonder who would say is missing players more, Real Madrid or PSG?
I think PSG.
The attack lineup.
PSG, yeah, the attack lineup.
It just shows you that without Mbappe, Cavani and Neymar, they can score. And they have, after 17 minutes. They certainly have the possession still as we speak. They're trying as much as they can. Marquinhos combining well with Verratti and Gueye. Haven't seen much of him. Well, speaking of the devil, here's Gueye. Rolls it to the far right inside. Back to Gueye. Good one touch. And a successful cross he was. It's Madrid trying to break free. Centrally to High Boots. Referee for the fixture. Haven't really exalted his personality. He's from England, just to mention.
Interesting.
Yes, he's actually one of the familiar names. He will have to just hail UEFA for giving him the accolade. Anthony Taylor will take charge of this particular fixture, supported by Gary Beswick and Adam Noon, who's the assistant referee too. Stuart Atwell and Paul Tierney are in charge of VAR tonight, the video assistant referees. And the fourth official, well, should be the man in charge of this game, Martin Atkinson. Well, you've got to give credit to Anthony Taylor. So far, Sarafina, after 19 minutes, it's been solid officiating from him.
Yeah, that's true actually, because also you also want to give kudos to the players on the pitch of play, because it's not that kind of game where you need to, so the referee will have to dish out the yellow cards and the free kicks and the rest of it. So for me, it's been a decent game from both sides. Not much of the tackles that would call the referee's attention. So that's why the referee does not really have so much work to do so far into the game.
It's a player who's gone down, James Rodriguez, the Madrid player. The cameras will pan on Keylor Navas. Made 162 appearances for the Merengues between 2014 and joining Paris this summer. Once upon a time, friends with Benzema. At the moment, they are foes. Starting from the back, some of the strategies deployed by teams in this modern era. Thiago finds supporting Verratti. As back to the captain, Thiago Silva in his half. PSG playing from right to left, Madrid from left to right. Idrissa Gana Gueye all the way back to find Kipembe. And this time he's got straight to the goalkeeper. They're tossing a live grenade. The PSG players just passing the ball in front of their goal line. It's dangerous to say the least.
They are not Arsenal. They'll get it.
Oh, here's a solid player. Di Maria with his blistering pace. Rolls it into the penalty area. And that interception was solid. Oh, from Varane. It's going to be quite a night for them. Well, Casemiro has it. Cheeky play to find support. Referee plays the advantage. James floated to the far left hand side. Unsuccessful. PSG regain possession. Thiago. Trying to do something special from Marco Verratti. Has the ball now. Turns to the right hand side to find Idrissa Gana Gueye. They've gone farther. Hoping to get across to the man who's come get the ball now, Sarabia. It's infield now, Gana Gueye. Still PSG holding on to possession for the last 30 seconds. Close to the centre rack. Approaching the penalty area on the far left hand side. Here they come now. Verratti's pass, almost a perfect turn. The strike should come. Well, he's hesitated for a second, eventually does it. The goalkeeper punches, not too convincing. But the header was quite solid from Varane. Gueye returns the favour. Samuel Juan Bernat's header is just too high. Will be easy catch for the goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. They've certainly been on the back foot, Real Madrid. Side who finished third in La Liga last season, but it's their 24th UEFA Champions League campaign. And I've got to mention that's a joint record along with Barcelona. That's something you don't get too many teams possessing. They've qualified for the knockout rounds in all of their 23 seasons. That's the competition's best. No wonder they are the most successful team in the tournament. But after 22 minutes, they are the underdogs.
You talked about Real Madrid being on the back foot, not just on the back foot. For me, tonight they've been poor so far. Because you look at, yes, you're playing away from home, but that does not mean that you should put up this kind of display, because this is not the Real Madrid we all know. In as much as they are struggling in the league, they've dropped points, but also Real Madrid should be doing better for a team like Real Madrid.
Oh, Karim Benzema just got a connection. Header not too accurate, goes out for a goal kick. Let's just take a short trip back to Olufoba's territory. What's happening to the Premier League champions?
Well, nothing much, to be very honest. Just about a minute ago or two, we did see Manchester City with a quick counter attack across from Raheem Sterling, almost similar to the cross we had in the Real Madrid game, where you needed that last ditch defending to stop it from getting to the intended player. This time around, it was Kevin De Bruyne who was just waiting, to possibly head the ball into the back of the net, even as they come. And what a brilliant opportunity they had. Gabriel Jesus, but his shot was blocked off, and Man City get their first corner kick of the game.
Oh, yet another surprise scoreline coming through. If you thought Atlanta leading the way was surprising, Bayer Leverkusen are trailing at the moment after 24 minutes. Gregor Krychowiak gets in the goal for Lokomotiv Moscow in Germany. The commentary fixture says PSG 1, Real Madrid 0. 23 minutes played. Goal, Kutse, Angel Di Maria in the 14th minute. They're playing from left to right. Go ahead, Tipsy.
On a second thought, it might actually be Eden Hazard that may end up unlocking this PSG defense, because if there's anybody that Keylor Navas does not necessarily know,
it is Eden.
It's Eden. I initially said it was Gareth Bale that was probably going to unlock it for them, but on a second thought, it seems like it's Eden Hazard, and he's trying to pull all the strings. He and James Rodriguez in the middle right there. They are definitely missing Isco big time, but the more they keep coming, they're missing Isco.
Isco.
Or Luka Modric?
A fit Isco will definitely start in this game. Luka Modric also. That's what I was asking you. Who is missing more players?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Marcelo is not there. Sergio Ramos is not there. There are so many
I'll
players.
still stick with
16
PSG.
players.
I'm sorry, Isco should not even be mentioned because Isco for the better part of the last 18 months has been either iffy or not been good enough for Real
But he's
Madrid.
a starter.
Not for Real Madrid. Absolutely not for Real Madrid. At
Okay.
least in the last 18 months. If you tell me Luka
Last
Modric,
season, he was a starter last season.
really? You sure
Yes.
you sure you really watched Real
Isco?
Madrid? No, absolutely not. If you tell me Luka Modric in the middle of the park,
Of course.
totally agree with you. But definitely not Isco.
Oh, that's the update. PSG 1, Real Madrid 0.
Oops.
I'm not
Offside.
sure
So
where
that be
the
counted as offside.
Yeah, it has to be.
Right.
Mahrez?
Well,
That's the
Manchester City have put the
game.
ball in the back of the net, but looks like suspicion of offside. We'll have to wait until VAR confirm that one. But it was a great shot from the edge of the box by, I think it was Gabriel Jesus with his left foot. He hit the crossbar, fell nicely for the unmarked Riyad Mahrez, who just hit it into the back of the net. But I'm thinking that looked offside, even as we see replays once again. He was absolutely
on.
on. Absolutely on. I had about two defenders who kept him onside.
So the goal will stand.
Goal definitely stand. Manchester City 1 goal up against Shakhtar Donetsk. They've been in the same group for 3 seasons in a row. In fact,
That's
it's the first time that we've had 2 teams in the same UEFA Champions League group 3 seasons in a row. City have won 3 of those games, 3 of the last games, and have lost 1. But of course, one way or the other, it's been really. In fact, I said both teams should possibly get a room together because they've seen each other almost,
They've seen everything.
everything about each other. But as it is right now, 25 minutes and City are 1 goal up.
26 minutes in Paris. The home side are also 1 goal up. Courtesy Angel Di Maria, who has possession as I speak. Great turn from the Argentine. He's having quite a ball. Finds Verratti to Juan Bernat. Back to Marco Verratti. And it's gone into the half. Thiago Silva just playing alongside Kipembe. Rolls it past the halfway line. So they've gotten to the far right inside to get the ball across. They're trying to do as much as they can. Munai. It's infield to Marco Verratti. Getting close to the penalty area. Di Maria back to Marco Verratti. He's got support close by. Decides to elongate the pass. Idrissa Gana Gueye rolls it to Munai. Takes his time. Caught infield. He's got support. Well, certainly he will find Marquinhos. Back to Gueye. Back heel is successful. Gana Gueye caught it back. The strike comes through. Takes a wicked deflection in the box. The clearance was quite convincing. Just quite over the head. Silva keeps it in play. Kipembe has it. Rolls it to the far left hand side for Verratti. Close to the byline on the left hand side now. And they've lost possession. Bernat's pass too short. Regained quickly. All PSG at the moment as we speak. Just bossing possession. And for many it's pretty much quite surprising to see them do so. With such confidence. They've gone all the way back to the captain, Thiago Silva, close to the centre arc. Finds Idrissa Gana Gueye. Rolls it infield to Marquinhos. Floats one to the far left hand side. He's onside. Just brushed his head, Mauro Icardi. I thought if only he had a presence of mind, just maybe it could have been the second goal for PSG. Madrid for the first time in a while. To the far left hand side to get the ball across to Mendy. Infield play. Toni Kroos has it. Back to Mendy. But they've lost possession. Somehow they just couldn't help themselves to the final third. PSG playing from right to left. Madrid from left to right. 28 minutes played at the Parc des Princes. PSG 1, Real Madrid 0.
Well, after 28 minutes, yes, the scoreline is in favor of Paris Saint-Germain, but they've had the same number of attempts at goal, and the game can still swing any which way as it is right now. Definitely, without knowing who Real Madrid is and who PSG is, you would naturally think it's Real Madrid that is wearing white.
Certainly.
With all the possession that PSG
such a
has,
toucher for
and they're
me.
coming again.
Here they come. PSG, well, it's gone down. The Parisian player, Mauro Icardi. It's gone all the way back to Kipembe. Finds support in Marquinhos. Gets it to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Good touch to Sarabia. Back to Munai. Manchester City lead away in Ukraine. Atlanta lead away
And we've just seen a replay of that particular goal, build up to that one. It looked like the ball went out of play twice. First from Riyad Mahrez, but looking at the replay once again, is a little part of it was still on the line, so all of the ball didn't actually cross the line. Twice it actually happened, and possibly if it did, VAR would have chalked off the goal. But City, after 29 minutes, lead by courtesy of Riyad Mahrez's goal.
We've got a comeback, by the way, and as expected, Bayer Leverkusen found a way back in that game. Benedict Huides scoring an own goal. So it's Bayer Leverkusen 1, Lokomotiv Moscow 1.
Those big guys that call themselves Bayern have not scored.
They're happy to play goalless draw against Krevna. Just to go through some of the marquee players. Everyone you can think of is present. Ivan Perisic, Felipe Coutinho, Kingsley Coman, and Robert Lewandowski. Could also throw in Thiago Alcantara. It's a solid lineup for PSG. For Bayern, I beg your pardon. Likewise for PSG. It's been quite a torment in this game. Juan Bernat just going down. A heavy tackle. Looking back at that incident again, supplying the pass, and that toe poke, it should be saving that Thibaut Courtois. Bitten in your near post is against the rules of great goalkeeping. But just maybe the pace and power behind that strike.
It didn't even look like it was struck with so much power. That's the funny thing, but he probably thought that the ball would go to the other side of the post.
He wasn't expecting it.
Beaten there,
Well, here they come, Madrid. Claude in Parisien. Gone all the way back to find Nicolas Mendy. It's taking his time, actually. Eventually, Eden Hazard, for the first time in almost 5 minutes, Sarafina, has been isolated on the far left-hand side.
The thing is not about Eden Hazard being isolated. I think this player is just coming back from injury. Most times, this injury, you don't just shake it off immediately. Sometimes it takes game after game for you to grow into the game. I think that's the situation we're currently seeing Eden Hazard. So I did going into this game, I did not really expect more from Eden Hazard simply because of what he's just returning from injury. But I need to give kudos to this PSG side. They've been more organized than the Real Madrid, because you look at the passes from the Real Madrid players, so disorganized. Sometimes you even struggle to get the right passes across to each other on the pitch of play, and it shows you something. They are not organized. I think maybe they are missing Sergio Ramos on the pitch of play, because Sergio Ramos is not just a defender, also is more like a leader on the pitch of play.
Free kick to Madrid. Well, it's 19 yards off. James Rodriguez was interested. It looks like he's going to walk away for Gareth Bale to take it. Well, 23 meters to get confirmation now, distance to goal. And Gareth Bale might just fancy this. He's scored 2 league goals. He's got 20 UEFA Champions League goals. The Welsh international might bet the reason Madrid fight back before halftime. Bale takes it! And somehow, slightly above. He'll get the applause from his manager. That was some effort from the Welsh player, Gareth Bale.
That was close.
Actually just shaved the roof of the net. And the first booking will come. No thanks to Dani Carvajal. Goes into the books in the 32nd minute. Just getting confirmation again. The first man to get a yellow card in the game, Dani Carvajal. Well, he was pretty much going to untie or take off the panties of Mauro Icardi. That wasn't entirely bad from Gareth Bale. Free kick taken quickly. And here they come again, Paris Saint-Germain on the far right hand side. Well, he's going to let the ball roll out of touch. Not necessary to exert himself, just to get confirmation if Bayern have taken the lead. And I'm sure they saw what Borussia Dortmund did on Tuesday and maybe want to replicate it. Quite an interception from Idrissa Gana Gueye. Gets into Di Maria!
Whoa.
Oh, he lost this! That was sensational! The first might have been fortunate, but this was well walked. PSG 2, Real Madrid 0. All about the Argentine now. He's momentarily the prince in France. 34 minutes on the clock and they are being decimated. PSG 2, Real Madrid 0.
And who remembers that I told Bolanriwa in the office that Di Maria will score a brace when he said Karim Benzema will score a hat-trick? And he's already got a brace right now.
You don't put your money on that.
All about that interception from Idrissa Gana Gueye. And that was a hard goal to score. And if you've got a wicked left foot, to make strikes like that feel like back heels. This time you cannot blame Thibaut Courtois.
No.
There's nothing he could do.
They didn't close him down.
And he just gets a smile away. Neymar and Mbappe. And certainly you wonder if those players were on the pitch. It could have been smelling the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu.
5-0.
And the player got a hat-trick on Tuesday night. One is on the verge. His name, Angel Di Maria. And it's 34 minutes. It's the only one on the score sheet. PSG 2, Real Madrid 0.
Another person that knows his former side, of course, he's played for Real Madrid before, even though probably not this Real Madrid. How many players in this team were still there when he was? Maybe Sergio Ramos alone and Benzema. But Real Madrid are coming again, and Gareth Bale is...
Oh, he fought it! It's not a goal. Well, he will count.
It will count.
It certainly will count. Just a lukewarm celebration from the Welshman.
Because a fluke.
Well, he's seen
He didn't see
plenty
that one
Champions
coming.
League. Oh, he certainly didn't see it coming. The PSG players are complaining. There's nothing Anthony Taylor will do. Well, apparently, he's just listening to the VAR room that's got Stuart Atwell and Paul Tierney to decide if to chalk of Gareth Bale's goal or let it stand. An Englishman holding the fate of a Welshman. There's something about the game not being fair. But that was certainly a beautiful goal. Only Tipsy saw it.
Yeah, it actually looked more like a deflection of somebody's body. I don't know whether it was a handball or something that they were checking in the build-up to that particular goal. But trust me, he didn't look the goalkeeper the way the goal seemed. But we'll see a replay right now.
Well,
Maybe
did it touch his arm? Oh, it did touch his arm. It's going to be chalked off. It will be chalked off. And the scream from Marquinhos just detailing it. Marco Verratti also pleading that, hey, come on, man, make do with the VAR.
First of all, a high boot. There was a high boot also.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's confirmed the goal.
yes.
I think the high boot might be
And the thing is, Gareth Bale also, you look at his face, his
didn't-
reaction.
he didn't
It's like,
celebrate.
yeah, it's like I did something to the build up to this goal,
It's
so I
a-
don't think it might stand. It might not stand.
It's going to be chalked off. It has to be chalked off. VAR has taken a decision. Well, he wants to go check it out. He doesn't trust towards Atwell and Paul Tierney.
He needs
Trust
to see
me.
for himself.
He needs to see for himself. This is what EPL need to imbibe.
He is an
Because
EPL
so far-
referee.
Yeah, but in the English Premier League, after 5
They
games,
become different
there's
referees.
nobody. Yeah, no referee has
gone to
yet
check.
Gone to check. Yeah, they just
I
go
think
with
that-
whatever decision.
it's not going to be the high boot. It will be the fact that it actually touches right arm.
His ham.
Yeah.
And he controls it
Um,
with it.
It's not going to count. Except he's a funny referee.
Nah,
it's not gonna
it won't
count,
stand,
certainly.
It won't stand.
Easiest decision made by
Cannot
VAR.
stand.
He just wanted to be sure. And that's no celebration from Gareth Bale.
No goal.
No
Details
goal.
it.
Right call.
VAR confirms it. No goal. PSG keep their 2-goal lead. 37 minutes. PSG 2. Real Madrid 0.
And I must applaud the referee. That was the right call, because sometimes they'll just want to listen and say they don't want to go see for themselves. But for the referee to go over to VAR to go see for himself, it shows you something. He wants to make the right judgment, the right call, and spot on for me.
They can confirm
Whoa.
that second goal in the game between Dinamo Zagreb and Atalanta. It's 2-0 to the home side. Marin Leovac got the first goal, and Mislav Orsic scored the second for the home team. And Bayern eventually have scored the very first on the night. Kingsley Coleman just 2 minutes earlier, ensuring that they will not be Borussia Dortmund on a Wednesday night.
That's a man in form.
And just to get confirmation, as expected by many Ufoma, the only game without a goal is the biggest after this fixture, Atletico Juventus.
But you, of course, that's not even
That's
a
the only
doubt.
game.
I told
And
you,
you said halftime.
I told you it's going to be a draw at halftime. You didn't
Like,
Topos.
Probably even end goalless. That's the funny
the
thing.
only caution in that game is Blaise Matuidi. He's on a yellow card. They play with João Felix and Diego Costa. Ronaldo and Gonzalo Higuain are playing up front for Juventus. Back to the commentary fixture. PSG with a 2-goal lead. Angel Di Maria getting a brace in this game. A fixture they are executing without their front three.
Oh.
City take the lead again.
Okay.
Second goal brilliantly worked, set up by Riyad Mahrez. Excuse me, and he's the German Ilkay Gundogan with the goal. Brilliantly worked, team goal right there. Just got the ball in the 18-yard area of that brilliant run and pass from Riyad Mahrez. Took it one touch and just hit it past the Shakhtar Donetsk goalkeeper.
So the expected victors in almost all the games.
Yeah.
Well, except Madrid, I think. No. Not many would fancy a 2-goal.
On paper, the Manchester City futures would be very, very easy for
To
Man
predict,
City
yeah.
to win because they would want to respond to their weekend loss.
Honestly
It was
speaking,
very heartbreaking.
honestly speaking, I'm not surprised that PSG are actually in the lead against Real Madrid
Are you being
at the Parc
serious?
des Princes. Honestly speaking,
They're a strong
Why,
Man City.
why is this surprising?
why is it surprising?
I don't know. Why is this surprising?
They lost only their first game this season,
even
and
the
they've
talk
been
of possession. If you remember this fixture last season,
Yeah.
PSG actually went to the Santiago Bernabeu and absolutely dominated the game. So it's really nothing surprising. And come to think of, yes,
With their star players, remember?
hello, both teams are actually missing key players.
Yeah,
so
without the star players.
nobody's going to say, oh, it's because AA had this person out. PSG have arguably their first front three out of the game.
Yeah.
If
not
all
even
were
not even just those three. No, Julian Draxler is there. Julian Draxler is
Well,
somebody that could have even started in this game.
Possibly he might not have started.
Possibly not, but Kylian Mbappe, Neymar, and Edison Cavani.
Cavani.
That's your,
Those
that's your
guys.
front three
That's
all day,
PSG.
every day.
That's PSG.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
That's PSG.
but
They're
it's really not surprising to
Yeah.
me. Real Madrid, like Sarafina has been whining for minutes now, haven't been really good enough. Even in the league, last weekend in the league, they had a 3-goal lead over Levante, and they considered two goals. Almost, blew that one. So the truth of the matter is that there's still a lot wrong with the team. Zidane has been trying a lot of ideas and a lot of systems, and none has really, clicked. Truth of the matter is, but for PSG though, to be honest, they themselves have also been struggling, to get goals. But that is it surprising that they're leading and could possibly win this game?
No.
Absolutely not for me.
Here they come. PSG. They taste blood. They get hungry. Free kick will be given. Referee
No.
doesn't turns a blind eye to it, and quickly they regain possession. Marquinhos plays it out to Juan Berat on the left hand side. Infield play again to Marquinhos. It's going to take his time. He's got Idrissa Gana Gueye. Up front play. Mauro Icardi rolls it down. Great control from Di Maria, hoping for the hat-trick. Still Di Maria. He's got to let the ball fly. Idrissa Gana Gueye. They turn. An opportunity. Well, it's a very tamed effort by Sarabia.
Di Maria is toying with them.
Well, he understands what it means, certainly. Angel Di Maria made 124 Liga appearances for Madrid between 2010 and 2015. He scored 22 goals. I would always mention how he was named man of the match as they lifted their 10th European title in 2014. They've got a corner to defend Madrid
First corner, actually.
off this particular game.
Yes, first corner.
Coming in the 42nd minute.
Meanwhile, Atletico Madrid and Juventus have had like 7 corner kicks already.
In the first half.
No joke, 7 corner kicks already. I'm wondering how I missed that.
And
to
that's the
play Man
goalless
City game.
fixture. You never know all things. 42 minutes out there to Parc des Princes. PSG 2. Real Madrid 0. It's good to see his very curly hair. Serafina, something you like to get someday. I was talking about Marquinhos.
I love that hair. What's the problem?
He's just
Been jealous.
I think that's the word, yes. 42 minutes.
Can I not just make some sounds?
We're live, by the way. Somehow I forgot to mention that we're live on Facebook, we're live on Twitter, and I think it's also padded on YouTube. Nigeria info. You can watch and see the guys and the beautiful lady in the studio. But here they come. Sarabia with a cross. And the moment I mentioned that name, Sarabia, all I think about is the Lion King. One of the characters in the movie. As many would argue, the remake not as successful as the comic. It was always going to be hard to best an original. It's always going to be hard.
There are some movies like that. Aladdin, for example.
Well, I thought he did well. That's talking about Will Smith.
Will Smith,
but
yeah.
there's something about, God bless his soul, but the man who played the Aladdin in the comic itself has gone now.
Does he have a name?
Good Morning Vietnam. He does have a name. One of my favorite actors, by the way. Yeah. It's hard to actually bet such performances. I'm going to remember his name within seconds, certainly. And even as we do so, the Madrid fans will be the first to leave the arena to go order Glen to get some pies and whatever would make them feel at ease. We've seen comebacks in football games. Tottenham suffered one early today. Who say Madrid cannot produce one in the second half.
You're talking about comebacks. A team that wants to come back, they play differently. They understand their lapses and they try to work on their lapses. If Real Madrid keep on playing the way they've played in this first half, I will tell you that there will be no comeback.
Well, let's see how that will pan out. For the Madrid fans tuned into the broadcast, do not fret. If it's about reputation, your team has it. And again, Di Maria is the man who's ensuring and he's achieving success. I think he's feeling the Madrid spirit because PSG are wearing the white cloth in something strange for me. Still haven't gotten a
It's
hang of
confusing.
it. It is very confusing. Toni Kroos wouldn't confuse me. Gareth Bale, neither. Finds Mendy. He's got Eden Hazard, who I've hardly mentioned, but now I will mention him. Well, he's not interested in holding the ball. Hazard gives it away quickly. Here's James Rodriguez, all the way back close to the referee. Find Toni Kroos. Floated to the far right inside. It should be an easy control for Dani Carvajal. The only player on a yellow card in this game. 60 seconds left pending stoppage time. It's Rafael Varane. They've got the opportunity, Madrid, to cut the deficit and just ensure they put themselves within touching distance. Carvajal with a quick throw. Finds James Rodriguez. Rolls it infield. It's a heavy pass, brilliantly controlled by Toni Kroos, close to the centre arc. Even better pass now. Here's Eden Hazard. They're trying to do something special. Mendy tries to float on into the penalty area. Takes a healthy deflection of the Parisian player and Muner. It's gone out for touch. It's going to be a throw. Mendy will take. That's a foul throw. Apparently the referee don't know what a foul throw is. 2 minutes of stoppage time. I think somehow it's embarrassing to give against professional players. No one earns less than £100,000 on the pitch. So they make their way to the far right inside. Dani Carvajal is up against Juan Bernat. It's a brilliant pass from Carvajal to find James Rodriguez. Turns facing enemy territory. Gareth Bale, brilliantly done. Back to Gareth Bale. He can strike. He strikes.
Oh.
Inches wide. Some astute play from Real Madrid. That's how you do it. And unfortunately, the end result, not one they wished. Goal kick to PSG, but great play from Madrid, great intent, and even better strike on replay from Gareth Bale.
And they keep dragging their shots. Eden Hazard also had one like this earlier on in the game, and he also pulled his shot on the other side of the field. But great build-up. If we see more of this in the second half, then surely they stand a chance of coming back in this game.
Any stoppage time goals, Serafina?
No, at this point, no.
I don't think
It's
so.
going to end like this.
It's good to see his reaction, pretty much. Yeah. Eventually, Tipsy found the name I was looking for, Robert Williams.
Oh.
Yeah, God bless his soul, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can best his Aladdin performances. It's great, a great stand-up, great actor. Was a happy man. Passed on, and the report was that he suffered depression quite a lot. As they say, indeed, some of the happiest people are the most depressed. But the performance, yeah, Tipsy's astonished by my statements.
No, it's Man City that actually.
All right, fair enough then.
If there's any club that looks like getting another goal before halftime,
City, right.
look like Man City, but they've actually blown the whistle, so it's 2-0 there.
Waits the gentleman in charge, Anthony Taylor, to just have the fat lady belt out. It's been quite comfortable from PSG, and just as I wished, he will respond and say, "Take it away, Emmanuel." And the camera lens will pan on just one man, the face of not one who's an assassin, and so far he's peppered the Madrid backline. In all due respect to what's happening in Nigeria, it's the capital club who take a 2-0 lead against the Spanish capital club. All credit to Di Maria's 14th minute toe poke and a belter in the 33rd minute from the packed up Brains. PSG 2, Real Madrid 0, and run through for what's happening in that Manchester City fixture.
It's actually half-time, and Manchester City take their 2-goal lead to the dressing room, and you want to think that this is job almost half done.
I think they would win.
Congratulations, Ufoma, on your moolah.
Well, we can also congratulate Dinamo Zagreb. They will not lose tonight. They lead 3-0 at halftime against Atalanta, buying a 1-0 winners against FK Krevna Zvezda. As expected, Atletico and Juventus going to the break. Goalless. Bayer Leverkusen are trailing to Lokomotiv Moscow. It's Bayer Leverkusen 1, Lokomotiv Moscow 2. Keep the comments coming through on Facebook. When we do return from the break, we'll take as many comments as we possibly can. And also head to the phone lines to get a feel of what you make of tonight's UEFA Champions League coverage. The commentary came from the Parc des Princes. PSG 2, Real Madrid 0. Our score lines: Bayern 1, Krevna 0, Zagreb 2, Zagreb 3, Atlanta 0. I think I've got to catch my breath. Shakhtar 0, Manchester City 2, Atletico and Juventus. The obvious draw. It's pretty much good. Shout out to you, Dekunle Gold. I've never hidden my admiration for your music. And we could also mention the fact that earlier, results, Olympiacos 2, Tottenham 2. And there was also one more. For my, I can't find the other one. The early fixture.
Club Brugge.
Yes.
And,
What did they play?
Goalless.
Yeah, Club Brugge.
Club Brugge.
Yeah.
That should be
Can't even find
on
it.
top. Scroll up.
Oh yeah, found it. Goalless. That's the group PSG are in. Okay, we could just tell that PSG and Madrid will qualify from this group. But you never know. It's just going to be the season where Madrid get knocked out in the group stages. I doubt it. Let's head to the phone lines. They are buzzing crazy. When you call in, do well to turn down the volume of your radio set. You can also join our coverage live on Facebook, Twitter, and yes, the Nigeria Info FM platform. Hello, good evening. Oh. Hi, good evening to you.
My name is John.
Oh, welcome, John.
Fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
I like your commentator, sir. I like the way you guys take analyzing the game.
We love you too.
Yes.
On my own opinion, is that Real Madrid will bounce back.
In this
So
game,
Juventus are Atletico Madrid. I want Atletico Madrid to beat Juve.
hey, make them beat them
Thank
2-0.
you. Good night. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. We don't want anyone nil in that game. Hello. Your line is terrible, unfortunately. Do want to call the other lines. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello?
Yes. How are you, sir?
This is the first time caller.
Okay, go ahead. But turn your radio down.
Okay, yeah. I want Real Madrid to win the ball. I don't know what is happening. The midfielders, what are they doing, please?
Distributing the passes. Thank you so much for calling. First timer. We applaud you. Hello, good evening. You're live. Oh dear. Oh dear. Was I supposed to say?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening to you.
My name is Friday.
Okay, go ahead, Friday.
Real Madrid will win 4-3.
Okay.
That's calling warranted a cough.
I need some of those.
If that happens, I'll love it. Commentators enjoy games like this. Hello.
Hello, Emmanuel. Good evening.
Hi, good evening to you.
My name is Ezekiel.
Thank you for calling, Ezekiel.
Ufoma.
Hi.
Good evening. Oh.
Good evening to you.
Nah, I miss you when I did for Port Harcourt. Yeah. Now I'm back to Lagos.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
What's happening with Real Madrid now?
They're losing. That's what's happening. They're losing. Yeah.
I pray me my guys go Hazard. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Second for the 5 upon us. We're squeezing 5 more calls. And just focus on the commentaries. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you.
This is Yakini.
Yakini.
Yeah.
Wow, welcome Yakini.
Yeah. The first time caller.
First time caller.
Bravo.
Shukran.
The score will be 4-0 in favor of PSG.
All right, 4-0 in favor of Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah. And Manchester City to win 4-0.
City to also win by 4 goals. Very good. Chinedu Igwe on Facebook. Say which guy coughed me that. Anyways, let's cruise to the final one. Hello, good evening. Still see the look there. Yeah, we have a caller. Yeah, good evening to you.
Good evening to you.
My name is Michael from Nicole.
All right, Michael, go ahead.
Why is Richie not there?
He was on last night, so he cannot be on tonight again. Yes,
I've missed him already. The Labalaba master.
I can imagine. Don't worry, he'll be back. He'll be back tomorrow. Okay.
My regards to him.
I'm sure he can hear you.
Will you cover the Europa League?
No, we would not until the semi-final
why?
and final.
Zed.
Zed. That's it, basically. Final caller for now. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, it is evening in Lagos.
Femi is my name.
Hi, Femi.
Yeah, well done, Mr. Emmanuel.
Thank you. It's good.
From Mr. Well done.
Yes, Mr.
Good evening to you.
the match between Real Madrid and
PSG, yes.
is also funny. But I believe Real Madrid will bounce back.
The same match.
4-3 also.
Well, it could be a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Okay.
A 2-2 draw. Yeah, but I don't expect us to play too well because it's just coming out from
Yeah, he hasn't done much in the game. I'm sure if they had better players on the pitch, or on the bench rather, they would have taken it in. Is that off? Well, the second 45 is underway across board. For keeping tabs to the City game, but I mentioned I'll head to Facebook and take as many messages as I possibly can. Let me see if I can. Where down? Okay, yes, finally found the Casa. Hi, I'm watching from Ghana, and I love your studio discussion. Real Madrid all the way, rooting for victory. Yvonne,
Emmanuel,
go ahead.
yeah, just a quick one. Start of the second 45 minutes, and Juventus have actually taken the lead out there at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium, and it's that man Juan Cuadrado actually with the goal, and he celebrated like he just won a jackpot.
Yeah, he just scored his first Champions League goal this season.
Well, some great counter-attacking move. Long ball to actually find the former Chelsea striker, even though he was a Juventus player, Gonzalo Higuain, who waited and set up Cuadrado, took his first touch, and then hit the left-footed shot, left the the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper rooted to the spot, just didn't make any move, and it's 1 goal to the away side.
And interesting how they kept the goal to the first second of the second 45. More comments on Facebook. This one coming through. Tolulokbe Akinshete says right away in the middle list, and this is how I mostly catch up with football games. Thanks a million, guys. Thank you so much. I hope the middle list is healthy for you. And then Ika Precious says, I don't know why Hazard has left his comfort zone in the name of winning the Ballon d'Or. Not all players will win that. Wow. And again, something about comfort zone and not being able to grow. Ohana Chuku Chika on Facebook says, I know you guys won't cover the Europa League because Thursday night football is stressful to everyone. Players, spectators, fans, commentators, and even those watching at home.
I'm telling you.
Thank you, Ohana Chuku Chika. I think I'm going to like your comments on Facebook. I just liked it. Yes, it's quite stressful.
It's stressful.
But when it gets to the final, we certainly would prioritize that tournament. Promise. Ike Chuku says, Emmanuel let him and Co. I miss you guys. Reporting from Kano. Hi, how's Kano? Say hi to Babs Sharif. I sent you a request on Instagram. Please accept it. Okay, I will accept it. Instagram is not my friend, but I will accept it. Pamola Williams says, you guys are wonderful. God bless you. Ipukule Oluwadamilola says, Emmanuel, so I will finally see your face. Abi? Odabe? Odabe, no. Oh, Dimitoni. Let's take more messages. Good evening, guys. Hi, Emmanuel and Precious from Festac. Hi, Precious. Is Hazard in the game? Yes, he is playing. The name is Adeyinka Precious.
Invincible Hazard.
Yeah. Ajiri Raliat says, I'm a Madridista, but honestly, I don't think Madrid will win tonight's game because of their style of play and with that tall for nothing guy that calls himself our goalkeeper. We can't win anything this season with him. Good work you guys are doing. Love you guys. I don't think it's tall for nothing. Shola Jayoba says, great studio, nice commentaries to both football nights. When you have no favourites. Yes, it is indeed fair when you're not supporting any of the teams. Good evening, guys. Watching for the first time. Carlo Bonna, Kekwan Wakem. Somebody's predicting a 3-1 scoreline, and my monitor just disappeared. It's back now. 3 more comments. Tom Gabriel says, oh no, first half, never thought of this. Great job by Nigeria Info. Nze Uzoka says, UEFA Champions League game full of surprises. And Sharif Ola says, oh my word, see you, man. Let him always feel your job. I love you. We love you too. Shukran. Thanks to everyone. And the comments just coming through. Joshua Chinonso Francis says Hazard is a bad market to Madrid. And lastly, Mataz says, good evening, guys. I'm Mataz from Aja. Any code for Betway? There will be a code, Ofoma. Can you confirm tomorrow?
Yeah, by tomorrow. But there's actually one
it's still
that's
running.
supposed to have been running till now.
Yeah. Is it still running?
It should be running.
Yeah. You can check the pin page on our social media handle. Ofoma is in charge of all things social media.
The tweet is not pinned anymore.
It's not pinned. You unpinned our Betway pin?
Well, we actually had 1 or 2 other things.
1% now.
Actually work, but not to worry. The odds and tickets show tomorrow. Definitely have Betway codes for you guys.
Oh, he says I've murdered your surname, Ohane Chukuchika. Ufoma, you're more Igbo than I am. Ohane Chuku. Is that not how it's pronounced? Said I've murdered his surname. Ohane. Oh, Ohaneku. Let me wipe my glass. Ohaneku.
Young
Okay.
man. He's more ethic than Igbo, unfortunately.
Well, I think I am. I don't think I am, though. Thank you so much. Let's just get
Okay, I was
the road.
confusing you for
Yeah.
Chuma, actually. Chuma is the Igbo guy, but he's more ethic than Igbo.
and just-
And you are the Akwa Ibom man, but you're more
Igbo than ethic, you know.
I almost think it's more Yoruba than even Igbo.
Get away, tipsy. Just to mention to the punters out there, the Betway code and their options of first corner, no corner in the 10 minutes. It's a market you should try to explore.
just to bust your bubble, Emmanuel.
What's in the bubble?
You lost.
Hey!
There was a corner kick in the second minute in the Juventus game.
Let's move ahead. Don't explore that market. Oh! I knew there was going to be one.
Sorry about
So Sarafina had to join in the laughter. Let's get back to the commentaries. Well done, Sarafina. Enemy within, you know, and problems.
I don't know how to tell you.
It's 54 minutes. It's 54 minutes. Now I'm losing counts. Just allow me to concentrate. It's 53 minutes. PSG 2, Real Madrid nil. Tipsy expectations for the second half?
I expect a brilliant game in this particular one that we are covering. That's PSG versus Real Madrid. It started on a very low note, though. Both sides just sizing each other up, but it seems more like Real Madrid will have to come out if they want anything at all from this game, and that may just open the game up for PSG to hit them on the counter, which they will gladly do.
And Manchester City still leading 2 goals.
Well, they
away.
almost got the third goal. Raheem Sterling actually hitting the crossbar. It was actually a great corner kick. A great mind is on the corners. A great counter attack from
I shall not talk about
Manchester
corners anymore.
City. Ike Gundogan, the man who actually got the second goal for City with the shot, but it was straight at the Shakhtar Donetsk's goalkeeper who parried the ball, and then the defender, I don't know what he was actually thinking right there, wanted to clear his lines and just made a bit of a pass straight to Raheem Sterling. Unfortunately for Raheem Sterling, his left-footed shot actually hit the ball.
Oh, Eden Hazard getting close to view. He's on the left-hand side now, and the cameras will make it easy when they zoom in. But what a pass there from Karim Benzema. Should be an easy catch for the goalkeeper. Needed not to touch it. It's gone out of touch for a corner. This time to Real Madrid. And give me the side eye, Serafina. Well, Thomas Tuchel doesn't look quite satisfied with the performance early in the second half of the Parisians. A corner will come. James Rodriguez will take. Rafael Varane is in the penalty box. He doesn't get to the bird first before Marquinhos starts, and this time he's miscued that effort. Mendy regains possession, and in that process swings in the pass to the far right inside. Kept in play. Still Real Madrid trying to do something magical. Eden Hazard now is full of magic. Plays one to Benzema. Nothing magical about that back pass from Karim Benzema, and eventually it's taken a deflection off his shin. Gone out of touch for a throw. Zinedine Zidane, the Real Madrid manager, man who was born in France, Marseille, to Algerian immigrant parents. Well, this is someone who the fans will not be happy to see on the top. Sorry, in a picture, a PSG team without Di Maria, Neymar, Cavani, and Mbappe. I don't think it's that serious.
I think it would have been difficult for them, because if you look at the scoreline, everything that have been happening for PSG on the pitch tonight has been down to Di Maria. I'm not saying he's been the only one doing the job, but
you can say that.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's a teamwork, but getting the goals has actually been from Di Maria. So it shows you something, that he has been able to get into the right places for him to get those goals. So you trying to tell me to picture it, I can't even picture it tonight, because it's going to be a huge blow to PSG.
Well, and already, if like someone to pretty much warm up, might get an opportunity to come through in this fixture. Time will tell if we'll get to see a change. That's a run through of the players on the pitch for the two teams again. Navas, Kipembe, Silva, Muner, Benat, Verratti, Marquinhos, Gueye, Di Maria, Icardi, and Sarabia. These are the PSG players. For Real Madrid, it's Thibaut Courtois, Eddie Militao, Varane, Carvajal, Mendy, Cruz, Casemiro, Rodriguez, Bale, Benzema, and Eden Hazard. 57 minutes played. Di Maria 2, Real Madrid 0. He got the goals in the 14th and 33rd minute. So it's good to see the aerial view in the camera. Just ensuring that we keep you abreast of what's going down in the Champions League. The Premier League champions are doing well. The Bundesliga champions are also doing well. They lead 1-0 against Krevner. And on WhatsApp, someone is screaming Cristiano Ronaldo anytime goal scorer. Well, wasn't a man who scored for Juventus, but he's still on the pitch and he's going to play 90 minutes, except he gets injured or is sent off. Well, play has been stopped in that fixture in Spain.
The former City man.
His name again?
Danilo.
Yeah, plays for
Juve.
Made that switch. Well,
And he scored on his
was the
first-
batter switch with the
on his first debut.
Cancelo?
Yeah, with Cancelo, yeah.
yeah.
Scored with his first touch, actually.
I think
in
some of the
that
players who left England to Italy did that. Mkhitaryan,
game. Mkhitaryan also did for Roma.
Lukaku did.
Mhm.
Well, Sanchez, not yet.
Has he played?
He hasn't yet, so when he does, he will score on his debut. Oh, not goals much in the second 45. Keep the comments coming through. So many of them, and everyone is celebrating Sarafina, saying how pretty you look. Oh, that compliment was for me, but I just had to throw it to you. Here they come, PSG defending. Easy catch to the goalkeeper. Someone is screaming Madrid all the way. Good evening, Mr. Emmanuel. Check your DM on Twitter. I will check my DM.
Sliding things.
Something you're familiar with. 58 minutes. PSG 2, Madrid now.
My word, Emmanuel Etim,
What's the
Manchester City
frustration?
just missed a brilliant opportunity to actually get the third goal in this game. Some great interchange of passes, ball fell nicely. Somehow the last defender for Shakhtar Donetsk missed the pass, and of course it looked like Raheem Sterling was in on goal, and then from nowhere, Ilkay Gundogan actually picked the ball off him, and it was a 2-on-0 situation. Just two of them, Ilkay Gundogan and Raheem Sterling, with the goalkeeper to beat. And somehow Ilkay Gundogan missed the opportunity to actually have that one sorted out.
He pushed the ball too far.
Just too far. The goalkeeper equal to the task right there to get it out. And Pep Guardiola rightfully livid with that one.
But they
that
lead by 2 goals.
could have actually been game on.
They could have actually scored 5 in this second half. They've had so many chances in this second half already
Right.
without being clinical.
More goals in the second half and more comments coming through. Michael Ikere.
This could be the third goal. Di Maria with a brace.
Ouch.
Could have actually gotten his hat trick.
That's an arrogant try right there.
Oh, he's quite an arrogant player.
Trying to look Thibaut Courtois.
Hey, Tipsy. Someone just sent a message. He popped and saying Sanchez played in the last Serie A fixture. Did he?
I didn't
Oh,
see
get
He
that.
didn't start,
confirmation,
even
yeah.
if he played, he didn't
Yeah,
start.
say he came off the
didn't see
bench
that
actually.
game against
Yeah,
Udinese.
Alexis Sanchez has made his debut. More comments are coming as regards Sanchez.
Oh, okay, so maybe he did.
Inter was the second half, so more comments about that. All right, thank you guys. Well, we can't know everything.
Unfortunately, I didn't even see that
Good
game.
evening, football. You should. You're the odds man. Good evening, Emmanuel. You guys are doing a great
know,
job.
but you
Good
know I
luck.
do watch a lot
know,
of
you do
football.
quite a lot. You're like Kalela. Matthias Teasy says, good evening, guys. And Matthias from Aja. Thank you so much. Emmanuel, I appreciate you. Popola says, with your studio, no one needs to go watch the game. You can go watch the game and still watch us and listen to us.
By the way, quickly, there's
Yes.
been a change in the PSG versus Real Madrid
What's
match.
going on?
Mario Icardi has come off for Choupo-Moting.
It shows that the manager made the wrong decision to start Mauro Icardi. Wasn't really fit enough to start. He mentioned it during the presser. Choupo-Moting has done brilliantly, and arguably
He
the
scored
best
also.
player. This is scored 4 in 4 in the league. So let's see if he's going to get one. Chikwas A. Peace Notes. Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. Says good evening to everyone in the studio. Yvonne saying Madrid will bounce back. It's just a matter of time. Remy says hi guys, lovely studio and keep up the good work. Hello to the beautiful lady in the house.
Hi.
The
His name is
Dortmund
Remy.
lady.
Show your meat. Yes, the Dortmund 0-0 lady. Bamidele says, I won't be surprised if Madrid fails to qualify from the group stage. I will be surprised, actually, if you won't be surprised. Whoa. No one is talking about wowing moments. Ogundele Kade says, evening, guys. Love your commentary. I still don't know who's who in that studio. Please help me. Okay. Tipsy has the Arsenal green attire. I think it's their 4th kit or the training kit.
Last season, no, their
Oh,
last
last
season
season.
goalkeeper jersey.
That's very unique.
Yeah.
Not many people buy goalkeeper jerseys.
All my jerseys are goalkeeper jerseys. All.
Something.
It's
Could
weird
have,
and
could have been a
strange like
quiz actually on the Go Football Fan Show.
True.
But Sarafina with the Borussia Dortmund jersey, Ufoma with the go-around racket jersey.
Racket.
You have to
Emphasis
add
on
racket,
racket.
right?
Yeah, China and a racketsman. I'm just wearing the white shirt, and says on the PSG Madrid match, I see a Di Maria hat trick. Let's see if that's going to come true. And he spells "com" the way Sarafina likes to spell it.
Please don't do that.
Akisho Omada says, "Good job, guys. Please tell Hazard to return to base. Madrid really don't fit his style." And that's it, basically.
Wow.
And finally, the third goal goes in.
No, so
Okay, it doesn't stand.
free kick.
Oh, Man City.
Well, they don't want the third goals to go in. After Juventus played this 2 minutes corner kick. Who plays corner in 2 minutes? Don't understand
And I'm
football.
still waiting for 7 more corner kicks.
Corner market.
Ain't gonna happen today.
Let's see how it pan out. Steve Courtois, the goalkeeper for Real Madrid, is considered 2. He's just 27. He can get better, certainly. Keylor Navas is 32 and hasn't considered a goal tonight. Mendy gone down. Looked like might have injured something. Hopefully not. Helped up by Thomas Munai. Had to take some lectures about how the players enjoy their names being pronounced. And he's taking a shot through. One is Idrissa Gana Gay, fouled by Toni Kroos. And he's become a completely different player, Tipsy Idrissa. Look, completely different from how he was at Everton. Well, he'll be winning trophies now, certainly.
Yeah, surely. But for his gameplay, I'm not too sure how different. I'm pretty sure it's the way they saw the way he anchored the Everton midfield. That's why they brought him right there to PSG. To the point that Everton, I don't think they've even replaced him well yet.
Yeah.
So they're definitely missing him. He's a great addition for PSG, and he's even shown in this game.
It's good to see them play. Here's Di
4v3.
Maria running through. He's got, it's a terrible pass. Just to find a man who came on. Maxi Choupo-Moting was still against possession and crossed the ball in. A header should come through. And it's one from a Madrid central defender. Idrissa Gana Gay has it, flicks it down. Oh, brilliantly done by Angel Di Maria. Rose it in field to find support in Marquinhos. And he'll take the time, Marco Verratti. PSG now playing from left to right. Madrid from right to left. He's got out of touch. Referee says no, play on. It's Di Maria burning through. So much pace. He's gone down in the penalty area. No foul, says the referee. Toni Kroos rolling down play, hoping for support from Eden Hazard. He's lost possession, not the fastest in terms of regaining possession. But somehow he's helped Real Madrid gain a draw. Taken quickly by Mendy. Still in their half. Madrid from right to left. PSG from left to right. That's an unnecessary slide.
Madrid are so pedestrian in this game to the point that PSG are the ones that even made a change. You'd expect Madrid to be the ones to try to effect this game by making a change. I'm not too sure who's on their bench to come in to effect this game, but PSG look more likely to get another goal than Madrid look.
Lucas Vazquez, they've got Luka Jovic, they've got Vinicius Jr. Those are the players they can consider bringing in.
Okay.
So
Attacking wise, sure, they can
Jovic,
contribute.
Yeah, they can certainly Europe in. Even as they've gone all the way back, the PSG players will find their goalkeeper, Keylor
Goal
Navas.
number 2 out there at the Wanda Metropolitana.
Wow.
It's not Ronaldo.
It looks like the man who got the first goal.
Blaise Matuidi
Looks like him
There's
again.
a black man who's going down and celebrating. Oh, it is him.
No, the man who got the first goal was Juan Guadrado.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Juan Guadrado, yes.
that's
Blaise Matuidi got this
The
one.
odds for this goal scorers. Just imagine it. Matuidi and Quadrado.
Anytime goal scorers.
It's not good there.
You don't even want to imagine the odds. Sometimes football just kicks you and you're behind and you begin to ask many questions. 66 minutes out there in Paris. The capital club 2-0 against former European champions. And I'll begin to throw the question, Sarafina, if somehow PSG hold on and record maximum points, which would have been more of an upset, this defeat, potential defeat, on Liverpool losing in Naples on Tuesday night.
I think I'll go with that of Liverpool because one, they are the defending champions, and you don't always get to see the defending champions lose their opening game. So I'll actually see that as upset because you look at this game, 2-0, they are losing away from home. You would want to look at something. Look at how Real Madrid have been playing so far into the season. They are not yet back to their best. And also, you want to consider the issue of the other players that have been missing out. the key man, Eden Hazard, is yet to shake off the injury that is recovering from. So you would understand something that, yes, it was not really easy for Real Madrid tonight. So that of Liverpool should be the biggest one.
Here they come, Madrid, hoping to get that first goal. Eden Hazard in the penalty area. He can strike. He takes his time. Just somehow dilly-dallies and goes down in the penalty area. And now Tipsy will understand why I said it's a completely different player. Idrissa Gana Gueye just taking the ball off Hazard in the box. That was something special.
I think it was more of Hazard dilly-dallying than Idrissa Gueye being brilliant.
You probably
right
don't
there.
like this player then.
I do like him, actually. I'm a fan of Idrissa Gueye, but Eden Hazard is not up to 100%.
I think he should be taken off, in all fairness.
Yeah,
just take the man off.
Absolutely.
I mean, Hazard in the box, he is struggling.
Because even in the first half, we saw it. Whenever he's with the ball, he just tried to let go of the ball so quickly, simply because he's here to shake off that injury. Yeah.
When there's a man who was off for a while, a thigh injury, and you know how difficult it is. Play has been stopped momentarily. Marquinhos.
And that's time for me to talk about my own upset of the UEFA Champions
Go ahead,
League.
please.
It's Chelsea's loss at Stamford Bridge to Valencia. That's my own.
Shocking. Chelsea had a penalty and somehow they lost. Tipsy, you want to take a look at your screen, the PSG screen? Ufoma missed it.
I saw someone. Who was she?
I don't know, but pretty.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to take his time. Marquinhos, helped up by the captain Thiago Silva. And need I remind you again? Mentioned this in the first 45. That's the gigantic fixture in Singapore. Nigeria against Brazil. Hopefully we get to see some of the top Brazilian players.
Yes,
They don't come with your
we need to
reserve
see
team.
them. We need to see
Because
them.
Super Eagles will execute that game with everyone we have. And maybe Tammy Abraham. Possibility he might just decide to play for us in that game.
Maybe Fikayo?
Nah.
I understand John Fashanu's trying to convince Tammy Abraham.
Yeah,
The
everyone is
same
trying
way-
to convince him.
Same way Frankie is trying to convince.
And
I
he's
said
feeling like
Frankie.
a star boy at the
for
moment.
Southgate,
Galgate to call him, yeah.
Yeah. He's a star boy actually.
He is a star boy. It's a
Let
funny
him
star
break
boy.
into the England team, the national team. They will know if he's a star boy.
Also, if he breaks into the England national team,
And
he will be a
get a
star boy.
customized
But
starting
if
shirt.
he breaks into the Super Eagles,
Because we are the one
National
practically
team.
begging him. Yeah,
no, everybody's looking for him.
not begging him.
I've got a question for him, by the way. You're the City commentator. Is David Silva on the pitch? This is a man promising to get He wants to know that.
Nope, he isn't.
No, he isn't.
All right, fantasy reasons, I guess.
He's not even warming up. It's Mendy I see warming up. That's Man City's Mendy.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he's
not
kicked
the
the ball
Madrid
for.
Mendy.
Yeah, not the Madrid Mendy.
Adebayo Mohamed says, what's wrong with Real Madrid? I hope and pray they come back. More comments on Facebook. Remy Shoyomi says, hello to the handsome dudes in the house. Enjoying your commentary. Keep up the work, Serafina. You're a dude.
That's Abola Komi, Guy Alpha.
Yeah, as they say,
Again.
there's no gentle lady of the press. Pamidele Owe Timothy says,
our guy.
Juventus are leading with a goal. Make that 2 goals now.
It's 2-1.
Huh?
2-1, yeah. Let's come
That's
and just
savage.
put one back.
3 goals.
Yeah.
Well, finally, we can confirm Eden Hazard is off. And Lucas Vazquez has been introduced. Long overdue. The former Chelsea man. Oh, it's a double substitution. James Rodriguez also taken off. And Luka Jovic, the players I mentioned.
That's one player that could have actually gone out. They almost loaned him out after buying him this summer, but he ended up staying.
And as they do so, PSG will make their own change. Just throwing in Ander Herrera, a former Manchester United player. He's on for Marquinhos.
I've missed him.
We all have. If there's anything in human form that defines loyalty, it is Ander Herrera.
Mr. Effective, I choose to call him.
Quite a passionate player. Kisses the badge. Every single badge he finds, he plants a kiss on it. 17 minutes played. A goal is of much significance in this fixture in the second half. It's gone down, well, not much. Referee gives a free kick in favour of Marco Verratti. PSG from left to right, Madrid from right to left. Hazard is off. Finicos is on. And we can also mention the fact, as I hinted, Marquinhos taken off for Ander Herrera. So coming to just pretty much act plug and play. Oh, Juan Bernat, such pace from the left back. Still Bernat, he's gone down in the box. Well, it's a clean tackle, he gets a corner. Oh, Danny Carvajal is going to be the boldest man on the planet. A player who's on a yellow card. It's such audacity to go in with a tackle right in the box. Holy Moses.
That's a player Arsenal have been chasing for 2 seasons right now.
Arsenal acquired a player from Madrid, so they should stick with that one and enjoy his qualities. Ceballos. It's a corner, the third for PSG. Di Maria will take it. It's going to be an outswinger, and it's gone past everyone in the box, completely out of touch. Idrissa Gana Gueye keeps it in play, finds Bernat, back to Gana Gueye. They are taking the time, and that has pretty much looked like Sarabia. Back to Gueye, seemed offside. The referee's flag is down. Gueye rolls it all the way back to Andahera. First start since his introduction. Good pass to find support, and they've gone all the way back now. Talking about the PSG team, trying to build from the back. It's a foundation they've laid properly, and you know, within seconds, just maybe the end result would be as beautiful as the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Here they come. Oh, timely interception. Toni Kroos has it, lost it, possession. Oh, foul called against the PSG player and the Herrera. Obviously, his jogging cannot let him down. Easy to identify him with that. And Thomas Tuchel just he's a man who didn't have as much success playing football compared to his opposing manager. Pretty much had a fairly undistinguished playing career. Had to retire prematurely in 1998. The same year Zidane, infamously, the same year Zidane won the FIFA World Cup. Took over from Jurgen Klopp in Dortmund prior to the 2015-16 campaign. Here they come, PSG, hunting for a third goal, more than Madrid are hunting for a first. It tells you just simply the orientation of the two sides tonight. Benzema is still on the pitch. He's going to see the entirety of this game apparently. Tipsy hands and head as Juventus hunt for a third in that game. Back to the far left hand side. Here they come with opportunity still. Idrissa Gana Gueye finds Angel Di Maria. Back to the far left hand side. Still Di Maria facing enemy territory now on the far left hand side. They're trying as much as they can. Oh, that's a brilliant turn. A better pass from Herrera to the far left hand side, and somehow outrageously done by Maxime Choupo-Moting.
Was this trying to score from that position?
Caught in two minds to go for a cross or hit the target. What a turn from Herrera. Oh, if you're at Old Trafford now, you know this is certainly not the sort of deal they should have let fly. Better interception now still. Verratti goes all the way back to fight Kipembe. He's got the captain in view, but back to Verratti. And back to Kipembe. Quite cheeky play, but Thiago Silva intercepts timely to help out Kipembe now. Turns, floats to the far right hand side. What a control that was. Brilliantly done by Sarabia. He's got to play on the left. It's a heavy pass. Easy catch for the Madrid goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. I do like Sarabia. I think he's an exciting player to watch. Gives them options
tonight, but
he's enjoying himself.
the 70 minutes I've seen, he's been brilliant.
Actually, a very good player.
Very exciting player to watch.
What nationality?
Spanish.
Spanish.
He was
Sounds
playing for
Middle East.
Sevilla in actually the Spanish La Liga for Sevilla or Valencia.
He actually joined from Sevilla. Pablo Sarabia.
One of their very good wingers out there in Spain. I was actually surprised that he made that move from the Spanish La Liga to the French Liga. But when PSG come calling, hey,
when titles come calling.
By the way, 4-0.
Maybe not necessarily titles. He's won titles at
Sevilla. Oh, he did actually.
But when the money comes,
the money and it's Paris, it's France.
Exactly.
Yeah,
lovely city.
4-0, by the way. Atlanta. They have been
decimated.
Well, I was going to think of the team Salzburg defeated yesterday.
Genk.
They are being ganked pretty much tonight. 4-0 at the moment at 72 minutes. And the games where you need at least a goal, Manchester City and our Coventry fixture, they've locked here, Jack. Quarter of an hour left in this game. I don't know why football teams do this. Let's throw all your eggs in the first half.
Well, some update from
ahead,
the
please.
Atletico Madrid and Juve game. Thomas Partey has come out for Herrera in that game, and Juan Cuadrado picked up a yellow also
Thomas
in that
Partey for Herrera.
No, Thomas Partey came up for Herrera. There's a
Herrera there.
there's
a Herrera that plays for. I didn't want to tab on. That plays for Atletico Madrid. And
it's gone finally, Tipsy.
That's it.
Oh, the flag is up. How did he not stay? Sorry, Karim Benzema just thought he had found a way back in. He actually did score.
And it's come finally. In the Man City game,
Oh,
that is.
come on. Would that one stay at
Gabriel
this?
Jesus, he gets the third goal
stand.
It
for.
was onside. It was onside.
I think that goal should stand.
It's going to stand. It has to start.
Because the man who was actually offside,
He's even shocked.
you would ask
Wasn't
if
a part of the
was
action.
he interfering?
No, he did
Maybe
not.
if he was blocking the shot from the goalkeeper's
Oh, they've
view.
got to check it. Oh, they've checked it. And
I think he was blocking the goalkeeper's view.
Apparently,
yeah.
That's why he interfered. But quick counter attack from Manchester
The City game.
Great through ball there from Kevin
Hey!
De Bruyne. And who else? Gabriel Jesus,
Super
one-on-one. Picked his spot. Nice goal there.
Aye. Still talking about just one more goal, Serafina.
It will come.
Yeah, City have scored. PSG, Real Madrid. Got to do something for the fans.
Yeah, for the fans.
Bet
The
with your
love of the
friends.
game.
Yes. It's what it
Then
is.
Tinho actually has been brought on, and he replaces Juno Moraes. That's talking about the Shakhtar Donetsk side. Already almost defeated, 3-0. We're losing at home. As it is right now, we know if this was coming. It was just a matter of how many goals City, we're going to score, and I'm sure that's also going to be the case on Saturday when they take on Watford. Even though Watford look rejuvenated against Arsenal, but that's Arsenal. Kevin De Bruyne substituted by Pep Guardiola. In his place, the Portuguese, talking about Bernardo Silva, comes on.
And City are set to be the only English side to actually win their game in UEFA Champions League.
That's
Match
true.
day one.
Yeah, that's true. Tottenham dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, they drew.
They drew and
From
Liverpool
Chelsea lost,
Chelsea
Liverpool
lost,
lost.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, me and Emmanuel will teach them how to do it in Europe. That's not mine.
Look at the man's face.
It's very shameful. I somehow have muted United Europa League conversation on Twitter because a team not befitting for such championship.
That's
But
not
then
what
again,
you
Arsenal need to look on the bright side. One of
Is there
their
a
games,
bright side?
one of their games is going to be played on a Wednesday. One of their games in the Europa League is going to be played on
I'm
a
sure there's
Wednesday.
no Champions League match that Wednesday.
There will be Champions League match, but they will play their Europa League game on a Wednesday.
Yes,
Kareem!
I think that has actually happened. It
Before,
happened
yes.
last
Yeah, I think
And it will
so.
happen again this time.
And Arsenal will be that fortunate Europa League side. Karim Benzema has got to do something for the fans. The comments are coming through, not me, Ufoma. Stop cackling. So much
The over
comments.
2.5 fans, the Betway 2.5 fans.
I beg with a beg.
I beg with a beg. Go City score another goal. I beg. Make that.
That's done actually. No one cares about Man City now.
No, I
Or-
do care. Our life
But
scores.
how would Madrid get back Serafina? They've taken off Gareth Bale and they've brought in Vinicius Jr.
Somebody that can run.
The thing is, this second half, we are yet to really see Gareth Bale. We saw few flashes from him in the first
First
half.
half.
Yeah.
But the second half, I've not really seen him this second half. So the coach knows that I cannot risk this one. Let's bring in someone who can actually get that goal. And that's why they have to take off Gareth Bale from the pitch of play.
All right. Thank you so much. Oh, so much comments.
Another change that might interest
Go
you
ahead,
in
please,
the
Titi.
Juve versus Atletico match.
Ronaldo off.
No,
Hush.
Higuain off for Paulo Dybala. That's a man that could have been playing in Manchester United.
Yeah.
That's a man that could have been playing in
Refused.
Tottenham Hotspur. That's a man that could have been playing in PSG. He remains at Juve, and he's come on right now.
Such a player. I call him the unplayable one. Well, I promise Ikechukwu Okonkwo on Facebook is quite brutal with Eden Hazard. He calls him wasted. I don't think so.
Injury.
I don't think he is actually wasted.
He's not fully fit.
Yeah, Jackson Egbe says, I love you guys. I'm watching you live from Lagos. Nice one. Keep it up. Emmanuel Uda. Mason Howard says, Emmanuel, you look like the Joker. I've got something up my sleeves actually for the Joker. When the movie premieres, it's a movie after the character is something I leave. I should just put it that way. I leave.
Evils.
Not a penalty. How can I be looking for a penalty when it's a Madrid player that went down?
It's a serious something.
I forbid any heartbreaking. So it says Femi and the gang, cool Madrid and the gang. This is a rhyme though. I wish Chumo was here. Kazim Adiola on Facebook says Femi and the gang, cool. Madrid and the gang, fool. I don't think Madrid, I think it's just because they've come up against a very strong team. A team without the three key players, but take nothing away from Madrid getting a goal in this fixture. 10 minutes left. Real Madrid trailing 2-0 at the Parc des Princes.
And who would have thought after 80 minutes we will still not see another goal after the first
Congratulations.
45?
Bayern have the maximum points, 2-0. And the man who you can bank on to get a goal, Robert Lewandowski, scores Bayern first UEFA Champions League goal in the 2019. 20 campaign.
Kyle Walker.
Okay, that's good.
The Manchester City side.
Yeah.
Can Atletico get the equalizer? My word, what a brilliant save there from the Juve goalkeeper.
Your former goalkeeper.
Chesney?
Yeah, such a special goalkeeper now. There's a yellow card in a commentary fixture. 9 minutes left. Vinicius Jr., who's just been on for 2 minutes, went into a challenge, and also it was simultaneously shown just him and
Yeah, there was a
Di Maria
Di
won't
Maria.
beat him.
Yes, Di
Won't
Maria.
beat him.
I think Vinicius will actually humble him.
Lega no be disease, oh, don't be
I don't
deceived.
think Di Maria looks like a
You
fighter.
need
in all
to see Di
fairness.
Maria like someone that wants to fight his mate. For what now?
Well, just to be sure, Vinicius is 19 and Angel Di Maria is 31.
In bros.
So bitter like small people.
I haven't seen a 19-year-old humble a 31-year-old man.
Not
I
in
have.
this case.
I have.
Not in this case.
I'll say football without violence. Just a goal will be very important, and in short tonight it's blissful. Here they come, Choupo-Moting. He's not having a nice tipsy. He's not had anything correct for him. But PSG still with the possession. Not interested with the offensive. Sarabia finds Verratti. Verratti to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Turns right. Oh, beautifully goes past Toni Kroos. Finds support infield. And now they come attacking PSG. Almost a perfect pass. And Mendy comes and intercepts. They will get that throw. Well, he's not interested in running. Thomas Munai rolls one infield to find support. Inanda Herrera back to Idrissa Gana Gueye. What a performance he's giving out. Might not have scored, but certainly a contender for player of the match. And this time, maybe something special from this offensive. Thomas Munai rolls it infield. Great turn, he's gone down. Free kick should be given. And free kick is awarded to PSG, close to the byline on the right hand side. Sarabia is down. Even as Diego Costa is shown his favourite colour, yellow, in that game against Juventus. Let's head to the City game.
Yeah, for the very first time in a long, long while, we'll get to see Benjamin Mendy on the field of play. Makes a bit of an emotional return,
Yeah,
I
it's
have
good
to
to see
say.
him. Yeah.
He's had lots of injuries. He comes on for the new Spanish import, Rodrigo, and most likely you want to think that he'll go to the left back position, and Zlichenko, who's been deputizing quite successfully for him, will be pushed into midfield. He is actually a midfielder. He did play in the midfield in Nigeria's friendly game against Ukraine, that 2-2 draw about 2 weeks ago. So he'll be pushed into midfield, and Mendy takes his normal left back position. Wouldn't be surprised if Mendy gets to start against Watford over the weekend, though.
Whoa. Choupo-Moting just blazed his ball over the bar. He's not had the best of games, as he said, but he's one player that can always score with the slimmest of margins right there. Maybe he's not used to playing in Europe because he's actually been doing well in France, but I'm sure he'll get used to it. Former Stoke City player right there.
Oh, that's what it is. What more can be said? PSG scoring 2 goals. Madrid yet to respond with one. They've got possession. That's coming through. Oh, thank you so much for the comments on WhatsApp. Somehow it seems like intentionally you've ignored that platform, but I would head to it in the final minutes of this coverage. But I can taste the goal before it comes. PSG. Choupo-Moting finds support on the far left hand side. Juan Bernat has been really great in this fixture, Bernat, and they've lost it. Referee would give a free kick, even as Juan Bernat stays down. Just inches away. Danny Carvajal has got to be cautious. He's on a yellow card. We've seen Anthony Taylor, Serafina, with an almost perfect officiating in this game.
Yeah, this is one big game, and he would want a player on the pitch of play to go home with the man of the match award, not him, the referee, going home with the man of the match award.
Yeah, he's done great for himself. The last time the Premier League had a referee who's superbly respected was Howard Webb. Controversial, but was a top dog. Here they come, PSG. Oh, great interception. Herrera rolls it down. And Salman Mendy, he's gone now. It's going to be a free kick. But Taylor doesn't give it. And PSG were trying to break away. Vinicius Jr. on the far left-hand side. Karim Benzema is running out of touch. It should be unbelievable strategy deployed by Benzema. But PSG are defending now. Great control from the far right-hand side. Something special might come of this attack for Madrid. The cross is almost good. Not entirely. Kipembe with interception. And PSG will try to break free. Idrissa Gana Gueye not interested with a breakaway. Neither is Marco Verratti. And eventually that free kick they've wanted all night. They have been presented on the platter by Lucas. It's an opportunity for them to reorganize. Even as we scroll and mention score lines as things stand. PSG 2, Madrid 0, the commentary fixture. Bayern Munich 2, Krasnodar 0. Dinamo Zagreb 4-0 against Atalanta. Shakhtar losing at home 0-3 to Manchester City. Similar score lines in Group D. Athletic Madrid 1, Juventus 2. Bayer Leverkusen 1, Lokomotiv Moscow 2.
And there's been a change in the match between Atletico Madrid and Juve. Pjanic coming off for Aaron Ramsey. And one man is still very much angry that he was omitted from the UEFA Champions League squad for Juve. Emre Can is his name.
That's a cue that he's actually leaving Juve.
Oh, someone is crying for he lost his 1 million naira ticket. Tottenham the reason. Just going to read verbatim his WhatsApp message. Your name is Oliver from Ikeja. My 1 million ticket all win, but Tottenham could not just beat Olympiacos, so I lost it. Well, your potential winning, I'm sure. Femi and the gang. All right, just saluting us. Regards the commentary. Shukran. Someone is still crying about Ronaldo. He wants him to get a goal in this game and saying this Madrid team na scam. Good evening, Emmanuel, Tipsy, Sarafina, and Daddy Baby. This message is on WhatsApp, by the way. Daddy Baby, I should say, not Daddy Baby, because it sounds like romanticizing you now. No. This is Daoud. Real Madrid are a disgrace to Spanish league. Really, really, really. How can PSG without their top 3 attackers beat them flawlessly? Yeah, if you play Mortal Kombat and you do not touch the opposition, it is flawless.
Fatality.
Yeah, flawless victory. And I could always remember it was Nope Cyber's.
Cabal was my favorite.
Well, I like No because all you needed to do was just press down, down, up. And if it was time for his brutality, you go YBX block, YBX block, block, YBX block.
Can you still remember that?
Y'all are speaking Spanish.
I was nearly as the case was. So
I was, but I can't remember.
I will always remember. He helped me a lot. Yes, we also love Cyrax. There's been a change. We need a goal, certainly, Tipsy. We do need a goal in the PSG Madrid
do.
game.
We also need a goal in the City game.
Yeah, we need a third PSG goal.
The men who actually buy goals, just enjoying the scenery of the arena, and the PSG man make it count. Maxime Choupo-Moting is hoping for support. Plays it all the way back, and somehow we just lose concentration that we are live. Serafina pulling on the beard she doesn't have it. I'm just putting my heart and soul into the final goal in this fixture. Just one more and all will be well.
Yeah.
It's all the way back. PSG need to attack more. 2-0 isn't befitting for their status.
At all.
Oh, somehow it's got out of touch. You know how frustrating things are.
The equalizer has actually come at the Wanda Metropolitana.
Go ahead, tell us about
The surest draw. And that's exactly what's happening.
True. So crazy.
Crazy.
That's to traverse the whole of Europe.
It's 2-2.
It's Atletico Madrid getting the equalizer. It's 2-2 in that one. Coming from 2 goals down. What a magnificent performance from them. Didn't actually, renege on getting more attacks. Got the first goal and put pressure on Real Madrid.
Did Trippier play?
Well, it's almost time, Tipsy. Hold your horse. They might get a third. PSG, they should get it. They do get it. It's a third. That is well done, Sarabia. You will reign, not just today, tomorrow, and the rest of your days. 40 opt-in time. 1 Benat with the assist. And what a goal. Celebrate wherever you are tuned in. PSG are now winning flawlessly. PSG 3, Real Madrid 0.
Wow, finally.
Can you feel the game?
Well done.
Wow.
It was
Well
actually
done.
Thomas Meunier What a play from...
What a reverse
Unbelievable pass that was. Well done, Juan Bernat. Completely unselfish. And Thomas Brunet just slotting the ball in the presence of two defenders. And one almost broke his leg in the process. It's done now. Well done. As they say, who need Cavani, Mbappe, and Neymar? He knows they do not need him. They can destroy Madrid even without the presence of players who combined to score 80 plus goals last season. This is not how you make a return to the Champions League, Zidane. PSG 3, Real Madrid 0, and 3 minutes of stoppage time. And we all can say in French, félicitations to the punters who predicted a 2.5 outcome. We want to say thank you.
Get away.
My name is David Sensei. Just want to say good job, guys. Don't need television. You guys need to watch television. Super Sports are, our radio partners, and we appreciate them, even as we just paint the pictures for those who are stuck in traffic or just enjoy radio as a medium.
And Sarri is just panting the touchline, wishing for a smoke.
So, Ufoma, I think this is for you. Patiently waiting for Man United tomorrow. Who is going to be the commentator for that game? For Skolo Egbamino, the odds. We'll give you guys updates. The Europa League is not worth it.
Really not worth it.
At this point.
No, I don't think we should say so, Bob.
At this point.
See,
I'm trying to be professional.
I say it without. See, there's nothing.
It's too stressful.
It's not worth it.
So if
trust
Arsenal
me.
wins it,
If we get to the final, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take the
then
cup.
that's when it's worth it.
So at this point, it's not worth it.
Anything aside that, trust me,
It's not worth it till the final.
To the final.
can't be playing in the backwaters of Europe. Come on.
Well, if Chelsea and United meet in the semi, I say Chelsea, apologies, Chelsea.
Why did they drop?
There's a possibility they might drop,
Okay.
but it just came up. If Arsenal and United meet in the semi-final, we'll prioritize. But from the group stages, how about Manila? Let's take this free kick from Toni Kroos. Madrid might want to get one and not make it a flawless victory. That's an unbelievable free kick from Toni Kroos.
It's full time already at the Man City versus Shakhtar game.
They've done well, City. They've shown why they're Premier League champions. And that's how to bounce back, Tipsy, from that shocking loss to Norwich.
Absolutely great way to bounce back. I wonder who's going to be bouncing back though in the English Premier League. Liverpool or Chelsea?
Liverpool play Chelsea, that's the question, but it's at Anfield.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Where.
Yeah. Well, whatever the venue, one thing we can tell you is there's a team you've got to keep an eye on. Thomas Tuchel might not have had a fantastic career as a player, but he has defeated one man who not only reigned supreme when he tied his laces, but also standing on the touchline, helping Madrid to consecutive Champions League success story. It all began when Di Maria top-poked home early on in the first 14 minutes, and then came his second, an astonishing curler late in the first half. And when you thought 2-0 will be the final result, you've got to think again. Hold my beer, he said. Thomas Brunet, right in stoppage time, ensuring that PSG will run away comfortable winners against the former champions and most successful team in the tournament. A result from the Parc des Princes, not a scoreline. It's ended PSG 3, Real Madrid 0. We still await the second biggest fixture of the night, Atletico Madrid and Juventus.
And in that game, Emmanuel, Cristiano Ronaldo would have created headlines tonight if he managed to get the goal. He probably should have 30 seconds ago. Bulldozed his way past three players that make that four. The fourth one in the 18-yard area just shook him off, with a turn of his body. At the end of the day, one-on-one with the keeper, tried to bend his body and curl it, to the bottom corner of the keeper's left hand. But unfortunately for him, a few inches wide of the goal mark, and that's how that one ended.
We head to the full lines. Tipsy, go ahead, please.
I just saw one interesting stat in the City versus Shakhtar game. Possession was 50-50. How many times do teams play 50-50 possession against City?
Well, Scotland
They still lost 3-0 though, but I'm just saying.
Well, let's head to the phone line 01277099319932993 and 3993. We've got 5 minutes before we take Gwangwaru out of the studio. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Hi, sir. I also ask for PSG for their win, and also for Atletico Madrid for.
We lost the connection. We'll call back if you can. Talking about Atletico Madrid. Hello, good evening. Oh, unfortunately, the Gremlins keep trying, okay? We have time to squeeze in.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, good evening to you. Welcome to the show. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you for calling, Maxwell. Go ahead,
Thank
please.
you very much. You guys are very wonderful. I'm not watching, but you have life. I thought you focus on watching it. I like it. Comment making me happy. Kudos to PSG. Please, I want to ask. My darling Hazard play ball.
Yeah, Arsenal play tomorrow.
No, he said
He's
he's
talking
done-
about
he's done
Oh,
with
Hazard. Yeah, he played 45 minutes.
I am so sad, my Hazard. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Maxwell. At a point for christening him the caller of the century. Hi, good evening. All right, the Gremlins will still take some comments on Facebook.
Hello,
And
my name is John.
WhatsApp. Welcome, John.
I'm sorry for Juventus Madrid
Okay.
for coming back for 2 goals down. So
All right. This will be the final caller for now, and we head to Twitter, Facebook, and WhatsApp. I think I need a Jesse with the inscription Thomas Muner. Hello, good evening. Oh, certainly there's something wrong with the phone lines. Let's try this. Hello. Okay, not ready. How about you? Are you there?
Emmanuel,
Yes, good evening.
good evening.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, for my everybody. Farafina, good evening.
Hi.
Samuel from Badari. Tipsy, yeah, good job.
Hello.
Yeah, Iman, nice one, you guys. I want to thank you
Mm.
because for my community, I think we depend on you people, and I want to say kudos to you.
Thank you so much.
Please, is there any red card in all the games?
That's a good question. Okay, Tipsy would have to do a quick check.
Don't play something.
Well, I, put pretty much attention to the other fixture. You could, okay, can't use this one. So let me take WhatsApp messages now. Well, sorry, Tipsy. While he gets across to confirm if we had a red card in any of the games. This is coming in from too many messages, Sarafina. Let's see. Abalo says, I knew Zidane will not make it in his second return. Okay, you now see the future, right? Amazing match this night. Madrid are looking more ordinary these days. I hope Zidane will get the sack letter before the end of the season. Waiting for my Manchester United tomorrow. Oh, Real Madrid are very shambolic tonight. They really disappointed the fans, but we'll live to fight another day. AY from Satellite Town. Tipsy, update on the red card?
No red.
No red. All the
In
games.
the 8 matches, no red.
Oh, that odds could have been 2.
16 matches, that is.
And someone just gave an information. Tipsy, Emmanuel Uferman, Serafin missed something about Killer Navas not making a save in that game. Did he not?
Wow.
I'm sure he did one.
That means they had no shot on target. Is that
Yeah,
what they're
that would be
saying?
very confusing, but certainly they did, pretty much trouble him. And it would be surprising if that's a factual information. I think Hazard needs some blues in his white. This is not looking good at all. If you want to win the Ballon d'Or, you got to be smart than this. Alaide Cruz from Victoria Island. Someone is screaming. My name is David Sensei. Just want to say good jobs, guys. Pretty much. Even if PSG wins 10-0, they win. Someone is angry. They won't get anywhere. They're mature in the Champions League. They're
truth
not
is,
mature in the Champions League.
They always start like this. They always start like this, but they never seem to, make hay when the sun is supposed to shine.
Yeah, so many comments, but we gotta go. Format, you've been absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much. We'll do this again next 2 weeks.
Oktoberfest, Independence Day.
Really?
That's when this same matches will be played that Tuesday. I do my research for my.
Okay.
It's very important
that's supposed
to
to
note.
be our
It's our
9th
anniversary.
year anniversary.
Yeah, it's our anniversary. And it's gonna be Madrid against Club Brugge, Galatasaray against Paris. The 1st of October, 2019. We'll be here. We'll be here. Serafina, thank you so much. You've been very good.
Thank you.
Any words for your fans?
I love you guys.
No sliding in tonight.
It's always open at Fina Napoleon. Just slide
Always
in.
open.
What
That's a
is
very
sliding
nasty-
into
it's-
what? What are you
DM.
talking
My
about?
DM is always
Oh,
open for a
gee.
sliding. That's what I'm trying to say.
TI to the PSY. You've been such an amazing color commentator.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That's what I do.
Did you just call him baby?
Yeah,
I called you, baby.
Well, he can call me baby. I'll take it. We gotta go on a run through of the results. These are not scorelines. Happy fixtures of the Champions League. Tonight's more exciting than Tuesday in terms of the goals. Club Brugge, as they're called, Club Brugge, goalless against Galatasaray. PSG 3-0 against Real Madrid. Olympiacos 2-2 against Tottenham. Bayern 3-0 against Krevner. They scored a third goal in that game. Thomas Muller when Thomas Muller was scoring in France, Thomas Muller was scoring in Germany. Dinamo Zagreb 4-0 against Atalanta. Shakhtar losing 0-3 to Atalanta. To Manchester City. Atletico Madrid 2-2 against Juventus. And Bayer Leverkusen 1-2 against Lokomotiv Moscow. And I'm Emmanuel Atim. It's been such a pleasure bringing you this coverage. This is still Nigeria Info.
Money where you want, I'll be over.